Okay guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Felix Arts, and let's start with part 1 on how to cartoon yourself with Autodesk. So now I'm going to start with this picture right here. You can see that this picture is very bright. So before we get into business, must make sure that the picture that you want to start sketching with, like you want to start with, the artwork must be very bright. So I'm going to put a tutorial on how I made the picture more clear, very bright. So after doing this one, so like I will drop the tutorial on how to do it. So let's start. First, what we're going to do here is to create a layer. We'll go to this side, then create a layer. So once that is done, then we go to tools. Then we'll go to this side here. Click this side, then select the tools for doing the sketch. So I'm going to use paint tapered. So this paint tapered, I'm going to reduce the size. Normally I use 5.0, so I'm going to go to 5.0. Let's see what it shows. Let's see if it's the size I want. Just testing. Okay. So I'm going to reduce the thing to 4.0. Okay, so that's it. So now I'm going to, so that same layer now, this layer, then this is what I'm going to do. Then I'll go to the main picture, then reduce the opacity. I'm going to reduce it. So as in why I reduce the opacity is for when I'm doing the sketch. Then the main, as in the sketch will be very easy. It will be very easy, and I will know the particular place I'm doing it, because once it's like this and I'm doing the sketch, I won't be sure if that is where I'm doing the sketch. So for me to be very sure, I will reduce the opacity, then go to the layer that I'm doing the sketch. So let's start. So before we start, I'm going to use the Predictive Stroke. I'm going to keep that, then set the level to 5. You can see. So now I'm going to start with this picture right here. First, let's start doing the hat. So I'll be using this layer. So now I'm going to start. And then go to the side too. Let's see. Then I'm going to go to the t-shirts. I'm going to go with the clothes first. go with this side too. This side. Then complete this one. So you can see that I'm using the Predictive Stroke, this one right here, this one. So it allows me to do the sketch very well. Like, it makes it look very accurate. See, it fixes the line, put it in position. So go to the side and here too. So I'm going to complete the side. So I'm almost done with the cloth. So that is it. So I'm going to make use of so now I'm done with the no, I haven't done this one. This one. Side. So once that is done, I'm going to reduce weight. Then I'll use this same. Okay, I have to reduce the size again to 3.0. Okay, that's fine. So I'm going to start with the spec. So like once you do any mistake, then use this. Then click here, then click this side. So it erases that part if you don't want to use the eraser. So let's do this one. So in this case now, I'm going to show you some little tricks. Like you can see now, like I'm trying to do this side here now, so like it will be so hard. So what I'm going to do is very easy. So let me just erase. Let me cancel this paint tapered. Then I'm going to show you guys something. Because sometimes drawing the glasses is a little bit tricky, so this is what I'm going to do now. So you can see that you can see the sketch now. So I'm going to duplicate the layer, so this particular one, then I'll click duplicate. You can see that it's 2 now, so I'm going to cancel 1, then start to erase this one. To erase this one. Then go to the one that is down, then erase it too. Or I might, okay, let's see, let me leave that one. So you can see now that there are 2, one here, then the other one here. So this particular one that is up, so what's just going to happen now? Watch. I'm going to click here, then click on transform. So this transform allows you to resize. You can see what is happening here. See what's happening here. So that is it. So if I click this side, you can see that I've already do the other angle without doing double work, without stressing myself. So let me just go back. Okay, so little mistake here. So now so what to do again? You go to this layer, then click transform. This transform, click it, then you can use your 2 fingers to resize it the way you want. Then you can also click this one here, distort. Then once you click that distort, then click on distort. Okay. So once that is done, then I can still go to this same place again, then click duplicate, then do what I did again. See, that is it. So easy. So I'm going to do it. So I'm going to do the same thing here, but I have to erase those parts that are not needed. So I'm going to go to this side. So I'm going to clean that side. I'm going to clean this one too. So like I'm going to leave it like this, so because I want it to look more sharp, more detailed. So like I'm going to leave it here. Let me clean this side too. To make it look something like this. Then I'm going to leave it like this. Let's see. Let me just remove everything. Let me just clean everything. Okay, so now it's now set to go. So I'm going to merge this one. So once I've merged it now, then I will go to this same layer, then that same layer, go to click these tools, then click transform. So that transform causing me to so once that is done, now I'm going to merge. So once that is complete, now I'm going to then click here, then duplicate. So I'm going to click on transform again. See, so now it's not matching this the size. So what I'm going to do now is click this side, flip horizontal. You can see. Flip horizontal. So all that flip horizontal is done. But I'm still going to make it fit the size. So once that is done, so I need to make it fit the size very well. I'm going to click the side to click transform, then click on distort. So I'm going to add, then on this side here, I'm going to click here, then to merge it, then go to the layer on top, because that's where this one is. So I'm going to add a little line here. Well, I'm going to make tutorial on how to draw the shades, like all those hard parts, because there are some people that doesn't know how to do the sketch, because it is sometimes hard. So now when that is done, then I'll go to the side to do this, then do this. See, then to add this side, then click this Predictive Stroke. So when that is done, then I'm going to go to this side. So now I'm going to start doing the now I'm going to merge here. You can see it's almost complete. Well, the spec isn't good as I want it to be, but I'm going to do a tutorial on how to do the spec very well. So like, I just want to rush this very quickly. So now let's start with the ear. I'm going to use size 3.0, so that's it. Then I'm going to go to mount. And go with here. Let me try to open a new layer because sometimes it won't. And sometimes if I'm finding it difficult to do the sketch, like on the left side, then I click this side, flip canvas. So once you click that side, then I start doing it. Because sometimes I won't get it the way I wanted it to be, so once that is done, I'm going to flip canvas. Then once that is done, I'm going to start with this one. Like this. I'm going to click this. Here too. Also this side. So once that's done, then I go to this side. Then I go to draw a circle around the eye, then the other side too. see. Let's see. So like you're almost done with sketch. So I'm going to start cleaning. So I'm going to use the hard razor. So clean this side. 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 Now to fill this black hole, I'm going to click fill. Click this side, then click fill. So in this fill, you need to set the tolerance. Let's put it to 178. Then you can put sample layers on layer. Like once you take it up and you fill it, all these lines will show, but once you click this side, sample on layer, then you won't see any white parts. So that's it. Then we're going to merge here. can see it's almost coming to life. Now I'm going to sorry, let's go here. On this side. On this side too, click on this side. On this side, then here, and here. I'm going to erase this part. Here and here. So now we are almost done. Now let's start with the eyebrows. So I'm going to reduce the size again once more. I'm going to reduce it to 0.9. So we'll start. You can do it your own style. Before doing the eyebrow, make sure it's in another layer so that it won't be hard for you to erase this side. So I'm going to do it here. So it must be in another layer. So I'm going to start. side. So once that is done, then if I don't want to do this particular side, this side, so what I will do is to go to this layer, then click it, then click duplicate. Then once I click that duplicate, then you can see that there are two eyebrows. So I'm going to click here, then click on transform. Then in that transform, then I'll click this side. Once I click it, then I click it to the side. Then I use, then you can see that the eyebrow is out, so I'm going to make it to fit in to the other with the main eyebrow. So I'm going to click this transform, then click this side, and start shifting it. I see. Then I'll click on transform again to make sure if it's in the right order. Then add some artificial lines to make it look more accurate. So then now trying to clean this side, time to erase this side. You can see on this side. Then this hat. So we are going to go back to 4.0 from where we started from the beginning. This side, then this side, and so then it's this side. So that's done. Now I'm going to erase this side, this part, then erase this part too. So that is all for this part 1. That's all for this part 1.